Good morning everyone, it's Lisa here today for Picket Fence Studios. I'm here to share the August release with you. It's the 14th of the month, which means it's release day today. Lots of lovely things to show you today. We've got some Halloween, some more Christmas and some fall items as well. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off by showing you the items for fall that we've got for you this month. The first one I wanted to show you is this set here. This is called a medley of fall collage. It is one of the seamless stamps which you can use to build a background. You can stamp as many times as you like. These edges match up. You could make some wrapping paper. You really can create a panel of any size that you like. You just keep on lining up the edges and stamping away. And I did make a card with this stamp. So this is my card. I created a panel first of all, and I used Versamark ink to stamp the image twice, top to bottom, and I then added some white embossing powder and heat set, and then I blended some inks over the top before cutting it out and arranging it on my card base like this. And this sentiment here is from a set called Listen for Joy, which was released a couple of months ago. I used slightly non-traditional colours. I added a purple in for my fall. I love seedless preserves as an ink colour, and I thought it blended really well with the others, so I wanted to include that in my colours for this card. So that is the first card that I've got to show you. The second item here, this is called the Slimline Oversized Many Blessings Word Die. So this is great for slimline cards. You can obviously use this, or you can use it on an A2 card as well. The two words do cut separately, so you have the option to have them in a row, or you can stagger them however you want to use that. And then the other item that I wanted to show you is this stencil here. This is the Framed Leaves A2 stencil, and I have made a card with it which I'll show you in a second. I think this is just so pretty. As soon as I saw this in my box that arrived, I knew that I would want to ink this up, and you get that positive section as well, which you can insert into there just to make blending a little bit easier. It is designed so that you can line up your A2 panel perfectly within that frame. So that's the kind of, because you've got these wider borders there, that kind of guides you as to where you place your cardstock. So this is the card that I made with that stencil. I actually went ahead and used paper glitz through my stencil for this card. I used True Christmas Red and Fall Golds. They were both released last month. And so I just pasted them through. It's probably difficult to see here on camera, but it is so sparkly and so pretty. They went really well together. I thought they were a beautiful combination, obviously, for fall. So once that had dried, I cut out the centerpiece and I coloured up Jill Girl and put her within the frame. And then this sentiment here is from Fancy Autumn Sentiments, which was also out last month. So that's how that card came about. And as in my last couple of videos, I am going to show you examples from the team of where they've used products that I haven't had an opportunity to use. So you'll hear me jumping in and showing you some pictures with other cards from the team as we go through the video.
This first card here is from Sarah. She's used the Many Blessings die across the front of her horizontal slimline card. She's also used a medley of full collage for her background. This next example is from Alina. She has used the word die on a vertical slimline card. She's also used a stamp that I'm going to be showing you shortly.
Moving on to Halloween now. Last month we had lots of Halloween items for you. We still have a few more for you this month, some more stamps and dies and another seamless stamp. So I'm just going to start by running through those first. So first up is this set here called Hocus Pocus Deer. I think this is a fabulous set, part of the deer range that Picket Fence Studios has. There's several other stamps in this range and I've liked colouring every single one. So this is Hocus Pocus Deer. It does come with a coordinating die as well. This set here is called Triple Trouble. The main image here is the three pumpkins together. You've got the witch's hat, you've got some bats here, some other pumpkins, and then of course some accompanying sentiments. And that does also come with a coordinating die. Now this is a good time for me to show you the three paper glitzes that we've got for you this month. I've turned them upside down so that you can see the colours a little bit better. It is quite bright in here today though, so I won't show you, I won't open them all and show them to you. There are close-ups on the website of course, and I have used this purple one, so you're going to see that in a little bit. But this one is called Purple Prism, which is absolutely gorgeous. You've got a black one here which is called Black Rainbow, and as the name suggests, when you use this glitz you get loads of tiny other little colours mixed in with the black rainbow colours. So the glitter and the mica in these paper glitzes is just absolutely gorgeous. The sparkle is wonderful. So that's those two there, and then you've got a kind of brown one here. This is like a brown and gold, and this is called Pecan Pie Filling. So as I say, you can see close-ups over on the website. Those are the only three glitzes for this month, but they are absolutely beautiful. So here is the card that I made with the Hocus Pocus Deer set. I used a sentiment there from Triple Trouble, and the background die is the Halloween Graveyard cover plate die, which came out last month. And you can see there, I'm going to tilt this up to the light, that is the Purple Prism paper glitz. I mean, isn't that just absolutely beautiful? I really hope that you can see all that kind of shine and sparkle. It really is such a gorgeous colour. So that is the card that I came up with. Of course, I'm going to be sharing some more from the team as well in a moment.
The first card that I want to share with you here is from Elena. She has used the Pecan Pie Filling paper glitz, and she has also used the A2 framed leaves stencil. The next card here is from Rachel. She has used the Black Rainbow and the Purple Prism paper glitzes on her die, and that die I'm going to be showing you a little bit later on in the video. This next card here is from Rachel. She has used the Triple Trouble set, and she's created, I think it's a box card, but I really like the colours that she's used, and also I love that yellow Halloween moon in the background where she's stamped her sentiment and bats. This next card here is from Sandy. She has taken the Triple Trouble set and used that on her Halloween card. She has also used a stencil in the background, which I'm going to be showing you towards the end of the video. The next card is from Sarah. She has taken the hat stamp from Triple Trouble, and she's included a couple of pumpkins as well as the bats and the sentiment in the classic Halloween colours.
I've got two more stamp sets to show you. The first one is this one here. This is called Who Are You? Obviously you need to make the sound of an owl there. I'm not going to do that. It's way too early in the morning for that. But that is the owl, and it does come with a coordinating die set. We've got some great examples from the team using that set. And this one here is called Boo, I See You, another one of the seamless stamps where you can create your own background by repeat stamping. I just love the expressions on the ghost faces. This is such a fun set. I didn't get to use it this month, but it is a really fun set, and I'm going to show you an example with that shortly.
This first card here is from Erica. I just love how she has coloured this owl and how she combined it with the spiderweb cover plate die that came out last month, and the glow behind the owl just looks amazing. This next card here is from Larissa. She has taken the Boo I See You seamless stamp and created a panel which she has used in a split design on her card. I love how these ghosts look, and I love the addition of the black and white ribbon as well.
So I'm going to show you the first of the sequin and gem mixes now. You've got 3 sequin mixes here and 1 gem mix, which all relate to Halloween. So this first mix here is called Eyeballs. You've got some white sequins in there. Then you've got a mixture of kind of yellow and green clays. You've actually got some clay eyeballs in there, some clay bats, and also some other little eyes as well. So I'm going to hold that up there and hope that you can see some of what is included in that. Such a fun mix. This second mix here is called Spooky Fun. This is a sequin mix. You've got some little pumpkin clays in there and some little ghosts as well. You've got black sequins and then purple stroke orange sequins, depending on which way you turn it into the light. And there is also some white in there as well. The third mix is called Halloween Treats. This has got some black and white sequins in, some clear ones, and you've got some little candy canes in there as well. So as I say, you can see closer pictures of these up on the website. So that is the third sequin mix. And this is the first of the gem mixes that I'm going to share with you today. This is called Ghost House. And these gem mixes are just so pretty. The gems are really gorgeous. You get different sizes in each colour. In this mix here, you've got some green, you've got some orange, and you've got some black. So absolutely beautiful, and not just for Halloween either. I think particularly this gem mix you could use on other cards as well.
I thought I would share this card from Lydia, as she has made a shaker card and she uses the eyeball sequin mix, so I think you can really see clearly what that mix looks like. She's also used one of those so super cute ghosts from Boo I See You.
As I put those mixes to one side, I realised that I didn't show you the 2 mixes that relate to fall. So you've got a sequin mix on the left here and a gem mix here on the right that are perfect for your fall crafting. The gem mix is called Autumn Leaves, and you've got some beautiful kind of reds and oranges in there. Again, they're all different sizes. There's some green in there as well. A really pretty mix of gems. So yeah, I didn't use these this month, which is unusual for me. I normally gravitate towards the gem mixes, but they are really beautiful, and that is so pretty for fall. And this sequin mix here is called Pumpkin Cookies. You've got some little pumpkins in it, you've got different size gold sequins, and you've got some kind of they're almost like a brushed gold look as well. So you've got some that are slightly brighter gold and then some that are a more muted gold. So that is the mix there, and that one is called Pumpkin Cookies. Okay, so we're going to move on to Christmas now. This first stamp set here is called Holly Jolly Christmas. It does have a coordinating die. You've got a beautiful image there of berries and holly leaves. This set here is called A Christmas Flower, and it does have a coordinating die to go with it. A really pretty image. Again, I didn't get to use this, but I'm sure I'm going to use that on my Christmas cards this year.
First up is this card from Michelle. She's used a Holly Jolly Christmas stamp on her card against that blue background. She's also used the Merry Christmas word topper die from last month's release. Such a pretty card. Next up is this card from Karen. She's combined the Holly Jolly Christmas stamp set and a Christmas flower on this slimline card with traditional Christmas colours. I think it's beautiful. This next card from Erica also features a Christmas flower, but Erica has paired hers with a background that she has created with the cut flower stencil coming up soon and also some paper glaze.
This is the only 6x6 stencil that I have to share with you this month. This is called A Winter Scene. You do get the positive and the negative parts, so you can use them as masks as well if you want to use the positive parts. So you've got the line of 3 trees, you've got some stars, and you've got some deer as well, and a couple of little bunny rabbits. This set here is one of my favourites from the release this month. This is called Lots of Christmas Cheer, and it does have a coordinating die set as well. So you've got the 4 critters here at the bottom, which you can just kind of stamp and go, or you can use them as individuals. You've got them here as individual stamps to create your own scene. You've got a little bird there, 2 candy canes, a carol book and a present, and these have both been designed to sort of fit amongst their paws there. So such a cute set, lots of different sentiments as well to go along with that, and I did create a card with that set and the stencil. So here is the card that I made. I used the larger image from the set, just stamped and die cut that as one image. My trees were blended with distress oxides, I think, and then I'm going to tilt that into the light there so you can see the sparkle. I actually added on some paper glitz sparkles. So this is the first paper glitz that came out a few months ago, and it's like a clear sparkle. It's a different formula to the other glitzes. You really don't need much of it, and I just sponged a little bit on the tops and the sides of the trees there just to add a bit of bling. And the sentiment there is actually from the same stamp set as the critters, so that's Lots of Christmas Cheer. So that is the card that I made. Okay, so we're about halfway through the Christmas items. The next 2 I wanted to share with you are these 2 here. These are both for the slimline die cutting system, so they're insert dies, but of course you can use them with A2 as well. We've got lots of examples on the website where these are used in an A2 format as well as a slimline format, or you can even use them on a square card. But you've got the angel one here on the right hand side, and Santa is here on the left hand side. And with this one on the left, you've also got a die which says Santa is here, so you'll be able to cut those letters out as well.
This next card here is from Elena. She uses the angel insert on her vertical slimline card. I just love the simplicity of this design. I think it is so striking.
This set here is again one of my favourites, but I didn't get an opportunity to use that this month. It is the Slimline Our Town cover plate die. And you've got this row of houses here, and then you've got the Santa and the reindeer to put in the sky as well. This is such a gorgeous set, and I've got some examples that I'm going to show you in a second from the team where they have used this and kind of stacked up to create a village. But that's a really fun die.
This first example is from Karen. She's stacked up the little houses to make like a mountainside Village. She has included the critters from Lots of Christmas Cheer as well, and I just love the golden tones on this card. This next card is from Larissa. She has used the die in a silhouette form against her night sky on this slimline card. She has also paired the die with the Christmas critters from Lots of Christmas Cheer, which is proving a popular combination with us all this month.
This word die here is called Joy to the World. It is the slimline oversized Joy to the World word die. If you want its full name, again it cuts all the words separately so you can use them across a slimline or also on an A2.
This beautiful example here is from Michelle. She has used the Joy to the World across her horizontal slimline card. She's created it in rainbow colours with paper glitz. I just love the design of this card with the white houses and the white Santa and reindeer in the sky. It's beautiful.
This is the last of the dies from the Christmas release that I want to share with you. This is a cover plate die and it's called Santa's Coming to Town. So you've got Santa, his sack full of presents, you've got some other present dies there, and you have this word die here which is Santa's Coming to Town. So fits perfectly on an A2 card.
And here Alina shows you how this looks on an A2 panel. I don't have the details of how Alina made this card, but it looks like there's lots of sparkle involved. And I love the way that she has created a silhouette with the Santa against that beautiful sky.
These are the last of the Sequin and Gem mixes for this month. You've got the 3 Sequin mixes there and a gem mix there. So I'll just cover them separately. The first one I wanted to show you is called 1950s Christmas. This is so pretty. It's got different size sequins. They're kind of like a purpley pink, but like a dusty purple pink. So pretty, like a, you know, almost like a vintage 1950s colour. You've got some little white snowflake clays, some silver snowflakes in there as well. That's an absolutely gorgeous mix. And I hope I get an opportunity to use that. I quite like that it's a non-traditional colour as well. This mix here is called Fireplace Stockings, and as you would expect, you've got some little stocking clays in there, plus some white sequins, some clear sequins, green sequins. It's really cute, and some red clays as well, so it's just little round red clays. Silver in there too. That's obviously much more traditional colours, and that one, as I said earlier, is called Fireplace Stockings. This final mix here, final sequin mix here, is called A Snowy Season. Again, this has got traditional colours in it. You've got reds and greens. You've got a couple of different greens in there. Some white clay snowflakes, some white sequins. Very pretty. Again, as I said, traditional colours, perfect for your Christmas cards. Okay, so this is the final mix I'm going to share with you today. This gem mix is called Candy Cane, and it has got red, green, some sparkling clear and some iridescent jewels in it. Really pretty, beautiful mix, and of course it comes with different sized jewels as well.
This absolutely mesmerising card from Sandy features the 1950s Christmas sequin mix. She's also used a Christmas flower on her card, and she has used the Joy to the World die across the middle. Rachel has used a Snowy Season sequin mix in this slimline shaker card. She's used the Joy from the Joy to the World die and also the cut flower stencil for her background. This beautiful card here from Michelle uses the Fireplace Stockings sequin mix. She's used them as ornaments on her pretty sparkly trees. She has also used the cut flower stencil for her background.
Okay, so we're in the final stretch for this release now. These are the items that I have grouped together that don't fit into the other three categories, but this is a fabulous set here. This is great for the kids returning to school. I think your school year is different to ours in the UK. This is called Your Next Book, Dear, and you've got these 4 characters here. You've got 2 boys, 2 girls. It does come with a coordinating die set as well. But this set here is really sweet, but it's also just a great set for book lovers as well. So you've got the 2 kind of larger images of the boy and girl walking along as if they're going to school, and then you've got 2 smaller images of the boy and the girl reading a book. So it can be used in lots of different ways, and I paired it with this stencil here. So this is a slimline horizontal English brick wall stencil, and this is the card that I made with those 2 things. And here is the card that I made. Mine is quite clean and simple, lots of white space on this one. I've used the 2 larger images from that set, which are the Your Next Book, Dear set. So I've got them as if they're walking to school. The stencil I've used in the background, it is quite faint. I've just used a teal ink for the background there. And this floor here, I've used as the pavement. This was actually from a set that came out ages ago, and I hadn't got around to using it, but I thought this would work perfectly as a pavement. That is a slimline tall grass and waves with tile and wood floors set. So you'll see that over on the website. Really great set with lots of different options for flooring, and I thought that would work well on this card today. So here is the word topper die for this month. I've been showing you these now over the past few months. This one is called Prayers. And of course you can get an accompanying stamp set to go with this word topper die. It's called the word topper die subtitle, so it gives you lots of sentiments that you can stamp in that banner there at the bottom, and plus many of the sentiments in your image sets will work along that banner as well, that strip there. So that is this month's word topper die.
This beautiful autumn slimline card is from Sandy. She's used a medley of fall collage for her background for a tone-on-tone look, and she has also used the Prayers word topper die along with a selection of leaves that were released last year.
This stencil here is called the Slimline Cut Flower Stencil. Absolutely beautiful stencil. Again, I knew I would use this when my box arrived, and I have made a card with this stencil, which I shall show you now. I went for a shaker card for my final card today. As you can see, I've ink blended through the stencil for my background there. Such a pretty stencil. And I have used several of the dies from the Slimline die cutting system to create this card, including that scallop frame border, and that sentiment was a previously released sentiment, as are the sequins. They have been out for some time as well, but I really love the colours in this. Again, I've managed to use seedless preserves in this card. I absolutely love that ink colour, so I'm on a mission to use it wherever I can. So that is my final card. I just love the noise that a shaker makes to show with you, and I've got one last set to share with you. This final set is called Sagittarius Girl. She comes with a coordinating die. I've been showing these over the past 2 or 3 months. There's been several released now. Obviously you're going to see all of the range over the coming months. So these look really fabulous with a stenciled background, or even just heat embossed onto a blended background. So that is Sagittarius Girl.
And you can see from Elena's card here how this image looks if you simply white heat emboss it over a colourful background. It really does show up beautifully. The last card I've got to share with you today is from Michelle. She has used the Sagittarius girl against that striking black and white background, which has been created using the cut flower slimline stencil.
And that brings me to the end of this month's video. I do hope that you've enjoyed seeing all the new items from this release. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I'll be back again to share the September release with you in a month's time. In the meantime, have a fabulous day and happy crafting.